What is going on, you guys? In today's video I want to bring you guys just a quick overview on the hybrid Phoenix vane that AAE just came out with. I've been tinkering, playing around with these vanes now for going on about 2 weeks, and to say the least, when I first saw them online I thought, wow, this is going to be an awesome vane. Super pumped to try them out, and then I got them, I fletched them up, and boy was I shocked at the result of how these actually flew. Now, I'm not going to say that they're not great vanes, because I do think that they are very good vanes, but I don't believe that I can confidently say they're hunt-worthy vanes. They're target practice vanes, absolutely, but hunt-worthy vanes, no. So, if you guys didn't know already, this is the new vane that AAE came out with, and I know that might be difficult to see, but it's their Plasti Fletch vane. It's 3 inches long, or actually, let me just confirm. Sorry, it's 4 inches long. It's the Plasti Fletch vane, 4 inches long with a feather cut. So, if you guys can see, that's a feather cut. This is a stiffer vane than your standard trad vane, which that's what you're seeing right here. This is a standard trad vane. And what you're gonna notice if you do pick some up is the bases are significantly thicker and wider than the bases on the standard trad vanes. But again, when I saw these vanes, I was super pumped to try them out, so I picked up 2 packs of 50. I fletched up a dozen arrows, and my bow, again, I've shot my bow, I've got it kind of figured out. I'm not perfect, but I got it kind of figured out. So I put a right helical on this and a 3 fletch. And the reason why I did that is because my bow clocks right, and I've always put a right helical on all my recurves, just due to the fact that I like the way that it looks and I like the way that it flies. Nothing other than that. Like, I've always found that my arrows shoot really good with the right helical versus just a straight vane. You know, everyone's got a preference in how they build their arrows, but that's what I did with this arrow because that's what's worked on my other arrows. And with this particular vane, what I've noticed is they fly fairly well out of my Satori, but with the bare traditional takedown, they don't fly good at all. And again, that's with arrows that I know are tuned to the bow and fly really well out of the bow with regular vanes. And they fly really decent out of my Satori, but the problem that I've been finding is that if you shoot enough of them, you recognize there's a flyer every once in a while. Like, there'll just be a really weird kick in the arrow, and you know, it's unexplainable. And all I could think is that this is a stiffer vane profile than your standard feather or your trad, you know, standard trad vane. And just because of that, if the vane hits the shelf, which I'm shooting off the shelf, in a certain way, it's just gonna kick the arrow. So I might add some B-roll footage into this video and maybe try to show you guys what I'm talking about, because it doesn't happen every time. I can shoot 10 arrows and it might only happen once or twice, but that once or twice, you know, isn't consistent enough for me to feel confident to go take this vane out and hunt with quite yet. And I'm not done testing with these yet. I might put a straight fletch on, and I might do a 4, no, I wouldn't do a 4 fletch with this because it's such a thick vane, but I might just put a straight fletch on there rather than the right helical, and that might fix my problem. But yeah, just wanted to give you guys my take on this vane, the AAE Hybrid Phoenix. This is the Plasti Fletch vane, like I said, and not hunt worthy in my opinion yet. I'm going to keep tinkering with it. I'm going to give you guys another video here once I figure out if this is something I'm going to hunt with. If I find something that really works well, I'll let you guys know. But for now, I'm going to be sticking with the AAE standard trad vane in the 3-inch. And I actually cooked something up super special, which I'm going to make another video on here in a second. But talk to you guys soon. Go try some yourself. Leave a comment below if you figured out how to make these things fly good out of whatever bow you're shooting. But that's just been my experience. I've shot hundreds of arrows with that vane. And you guys, I think they're onto something. I think they look really cool. But I just don't think, for me, they're going to be my go-to vane. Just with how well my other vanes fly. So, yeah, enjoy the video, like and subscribe. See you guys on the next one. Alright, so I'm gonna shoot some of these AAE Phoenix hybrid vanes for you guys. I'm down here at 30 yards right now. I'm shooting my Hoyt Satori with a 45-pound limb, which I'm drawing between 40 and 42 pounds with this setup. And I wanted to shoot these for you guys so you guys can see them at distance flying down range, and then I'll shoot 1 or 2 of the 3 fletch and 4 fletch for you so you can see how those fly as well. But I also created another video, which I'll link below, on the ideal or my new arrow build, which I'm going to be hunting with out of my Satori and the Fred Eichler. So you guys definitely check that out. But let me zoom in for you guys as best I can. There we go. Okay, and what I want you guys to pay attention to is the inconsistency in flight is what I'm noticing with this particular arrow build, with this vane. And I told you guys earlier in the video, I want to swap from a right helical to just a standard straight fletch, which that could change this inconsistency. But if my anchor point's not the same every single time, and just if this thing kicks off the bow, you'll see. I'll get an inconsistency. So let's fling a few downrange. So immediately you saw that kick in the arrow. I don't know if you guys could have seen that or not, but I'll try to zoom back in and show you guys that. There was some inconsistency in that arrow. So let's shoot another one. And I'm not the best shot at 30 yards, you know? I mean, I can shoot at 30 yards, but I'm really grouping at 20 yards and under. So I'm still practicing and working on my distance, which the reason why I shoot this distance is because I want to get better. See? That arrow though, it totally flew wonky out of my bow. And I don't know if you guys can see that or if it's just going too fast, but it does not fly very well. But that was definitely just shooter error. So as you guys can see, that thing kicks. Let me throw one of these other 3 fletches in there so you guys can see what those do. Because these fly like wicked good. So this is just vane. The same exact arrow, same point weight, same everything, just different vane. Pretty freaking solid, right? And then I'm gonna shoot a 4 fletch. These are the trad vanes by AAE. 4 fletch, 3-inch with a right helical. I put a right helical twist on all my broadhead or all my vanes with my recurves, typically because they all just clock right for me. Man, they fly so good. And I don't miss with those. I don't miss too often with those vanes. AAE Phoenix vane. See how they fly? They just kick out of the bow weird. Something's up with these things. Shoot another one. Hopefully you guys are picking this up. They just fly wonky. 4 fletch. They fly so good. So hopefully you guys are seeing what I'm talking about here. Like, these are just, those vanes just don't fly the same. Those vanes, the Phoenix hybrids, don't fly the same as your 3 or your 4 fletch. I think it's just a softer material and it comes off the shelf. It just comes off the shelf different, you know, and it flexes around that shelf way better with the soft vane. So this is what I'm hunting with. I'm gonna keep playing around with this, and I'm actually gonna fletch a few of these up from my compound just to see how they fly. But anyways, you guys, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like and subscribe like I asked. I'm gonna keep coming out with this kind of content. I'm gonna be giving a head-on-head comparison review of the Bear Takedown Fred Eichler riser versus the Satori. What one I would go with, which one I enjoy shooting more, and why. So look out for that video soon, which if you like, subscribe, turn on your notification bell, you guys can be the first to watch it. Thanks.